My name is Alex Pennington, and we are the Aspiring Writers United. Why are you avoiding writing? It's a great question. It's a question that probably most writers ask themselves on a daily basis. And I think we all know the answer. And it's not because you're a bad writer. The reason you're avoiding writing is because you don't like what you're writing. It's that simple. And my first piece of advice for you is to figure out what makes you excited to write. Write the story that you think about when you're just out and about, that makes you want to sit down in a chair and spend hours at your computer screen. Writing isn't a chore. It shouldn't be a chore. Should it be a job? Yes. But it should be something that you are actually enjoying. If you're not liking your story, just ask yourself, what should I be writing instead? What would actually make me happy to write? What story do I think needs to be told? It's okay to not know what to write. Don't think that I just instantly need to know everything that I should be writing on the page. Don't think that you have to know what you should be writing today. Take some time to figure out what you want to write. I suggest crafting an outline. It will help you get your ideas onto the page. It'll help you figure out what makes you excited. And if you're struggling to write, I challenge you to look at a scene in your story and ask, why do I not like writing this? Why is this boring to me? That's okay, because the issue might just be that you need to cut that scene. No stories are perfect, but what you need to ask yourself is, what story do you want to tell? And a great way to do this is asking yourself, what kind of stories do you like? For me personally, I really like fantasy stories. If I tried to write a historical fiction story, I would probably find myself in a lot of trouble. I'd be avoiding writing. I wouldn't want to be doing research. I would be doing other things. So figure out what you actually like to write. There's nothing wrong with setting down a story and saying, this really isn't my cup of tea. I want to write this instead. But remember, you are a good writer. You are good at this. The fact that you are even trying to write something is proof that you are a writer. So don't feel bad about getting stuck. Don't feel bad about maybe having to start over. Don't feel bad about saying, I just really do not like this story. Instead, ask yourself, what should I be writing? What do I want to write? What makes me excited to write? You're not going to be motivated to write every day. You're some days just not going to be motivated at all. But you need to have that inner drive that says, this story needs to be told, and I want to tell this story. Maybe today won't be the best writing day, but tomorrow I'm going to try it again, and I want to try it again. I want to give this another shot. So if you're struggling right now, ask yourself, what do I want to write? Do I just not want to write this story? I've personally put down manuscripts in exchange for starting a new one, and it was a great decision. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But remember, you are a good writer. You can do this. You're going to get through this story, and you're going to write a dozen more stories. So don't feel bad about being stuck right now, but just keep moving forward and ask yourself, if this isn't what I want to write, what do I want to write? Figure that out and write that story.